stop making boring figures in LaTeX. If you're just plotting curves or diagrams without any explanation, you're missing a huge opportunity to guide your audience. And that opportunity is annotations. In my previous video, 4 mistakes ruining your research figures, I mentioned this as one of the most common mistakes in technical documents. That is why in this video, I'll show you 3 simple ways to add annotations in LaTeX. I'll show you the specific commands and illustrate the application with examples. All materials for this video can be found for free in the description. The first type of annotation is what I call on-path labels. Why? Because you start by drawing a guideline, and then you place the annotation along that line. And it's very simple to implement. First, you draw the line using the command \draw. You define its style, dashed, thick, and its start and end coordinates. Then, directly after that definition, you place the annotation with the node command. You can use options like midway to position it right in the center, or pose to place it at a specific location along the line. You can also control things like font, color, or whether it appears above or below the guideline. And inside the brackets, you simply write the text you want to display. Let's look at an example. Here we have a simple curve and 2 guidelines pointing to a specific point. Each line carries its own annotation. We start with the plot, in this case, a basic square root function. Then we draw the guidelines. And finally, we attach the annotations directly on them using the node command, positioning them either midway or at custom position. That's it. Simple, clean, and very effective. The second type of annotation is what I call anchored notes. Here, the workflow is different. Instead of starting with a guideline, you start by placing the text first. You do that using the node command, just like before, defining its position, font, alignment, and color. But now you will also assign it a name, in this example LBL. That name is crucial because once the text is in place, you will use it as an anchor to draw a leader line. Using the command draw, you connect the annotation to any point in your figure. You can define the starting point by calling your node key at specific location, for example, lbl.west, lbl.north, or lbl.east, depending on where you want the line to start. Then you simply draw the line from that anchor point to your target. You can style it however you want, dashed, solid, with arrows, etc. Let's see an example. Here, we have the same curve, but now the annotation is placed freely inside the figure, and a dashed leader line connects it to the function. So the process is, first, plot the function, then place the labeled node, and finally, draw the leader line from that node to your point of interest. Adding annotations is straightforward, but truly publication-ready figures require much more. So if you're a master's student or a researcher working on your next paper and need professional LaTeX figures, I've got you covered. Because I've created a collection of 80 fully customizable LaTeX figure templates designed with clean layouts and carefully selected color schemes. You'll find them in the link below. Now, let's move on to the final approach, callout annotations. This approach builds on the previous one. You still start with a node, but now you turn it into a visual element. You can add rounded corners, background colors, or even use the built-in rectangle callout style. Then, just like before, you connect your node using a leader line, or let the callout pointer handle it automatically. Let's look at an example. Here, we take the same curve, but now we highlight it with a clean callout box. We define the node using a rectangle callout, add rounded corners and a background color, and set the pointer to the exact location we want to emphasize. But keep in mind, color choices require careful considerations. I cover this in detail in my video, Master Color Soliciting in LaTeX, so feel free to check it out. And that's it. If you made it this far, congrats. You now have a powerful way to guide your audience and make your figures truly stand out.